Do you know that some discoveries change the world, while others haunt those who made them? I don't think people understand just how heavy the burden of knowledge can be. Science can illuminate, but sometimes it reveals unsettling truths. What is the cost of knowing? Join me as we confront 5 revelations that challenge our understanding and ourselves. Prepare yourselves. Our world, teeming with life, vibrant with color and sound, feels so solid, so real. We look up at the night sky, a velvet canvas sprinkled with the diamond dust of distant stars, and feel a sense of wonder. But the truth, as revealed by our most powerful telescopes and brilliant minds, is one of profound and unsettling emptiness. The planets, the stars, the galaxies, all the matter we can see and comprehend, it accounts for a mere fraction of the cosmos. The rest, the overwhelming majority, is a vast, cold and silent void. Imagine everything you have ever known, every person, every mountain, every ocean, all of it is but a tiny, fleeting island of substance in an immeasurable sea of nothingness. This is the reality our astronomers have uncovered. The distances between celestial bodies are so incomprehensibly vast that to travel between them would be to journey through an almost perfect vacuum for millennia. This is not the lively, connected universe of our dreams, but a lonely archipelago of matter, scattered and isolated in the dark. This realization can be a heavy one. It forces us to confront our own cosmic insignificance. Our planet, this precious blue marble, is not the center of the universe, but a fragile outpost in an endless expanse of dark energy and dark matter, forces we can detect but cannot yet truly understand. The universe is not full of life and light. It is defined by its emptiness. And in that silent, gaping void, our own existence seems all the more fragile and all the more precious. Down here on Earth, within our own bodies, another unsettling drama is unfolding. For decades, we have wielded a powerful weapon against the invisible enemies that plague us: antibiotics. These miracle drugs have saved countless lives, turning deadly infections into minor inconveniences. We believed we had conquered the microbial world, but we were wrong. Our greatest strength has, through its overuse, become our greatest weakness. A silent, microscopic uprising is underway. The principle is a simple one, a cornerstone of evolution, survival of the fittest. Every time we use an antibiotic, we kill the susceptible bacteria. But a few, through random mutation, may survive. These are the strong ones, the resistant few. They multiply, passing on their resilient genes, until we are faced with a new generation of superbugs that our once powerful medicines can no longer touch. We have, in essence, been selectively breeding an army of invincible germs. Scientists and doctors now watch with growing dread as infections that were easily treatable just a generation ago become life-threatening struggles. Pneumonia, bloodstream infections, even routine surgeries are becoming fraught with peril. The post-antibiotic era, a future that once seemed like distant science fiction, is now looming on our doorstep. It's a world where a simple cut could be fatal, and medicine is thrown back into a darker age. The knowledge that we ourselves have accelerated this crisis is a truly sobering thought. We have littered our planet with plastic. It is a testament to our ingenuity and simultaneously our carelessness. We see the bottles on the beach, the bags tangled in trees. But really, the most insidious threat is the one we cannot see. Over time, these plastics break down, not disappearing, but fragmenting into microscopic particles. These are microplastics, and they have launched an invisible invasion, infiltrating every corner of our world with terrifying efficiency. Scientists have been charting the spread of this synthetic dust, and honestly, their findings are deeply disturbing. They have found microplastics in the deepest trenches of the ocean, thousands of meters below the surface, where no light has ever reached. They have found them frozen in Arctic ice and carried on the wind to the highest mountain peaks. They are, quite simply, everywhere. This is not just an external problem, it has become an internal one. The most shocking discovery is that this invasion has breached our own bodies. These tiny plastic particles are in the air we breathe, the water we drink, and the food we eat. Researchers have found them in human blood, in our lungs, and even in the placentas of unborn children. We are, in a very real sense, becoming part plastic. The full long-term health consequences of this constant low-level exposure are still unknown. And that very uncertainty is what makes this discovery so profoundly chilling for the scientists who study it. In the vast frozen wilderness of West Antarctica lies a glacier of immense size and even greater significance. Its official name is the Thwaites Glacier, but scientists who study it have given it a more ominous moniker, the Doomsday Glacier. This is not hyperbole. This single body of ice, roughly the size of Great Britain, holds the power to enact catastrophic change across the globe, and the data shows that its demise has already begun. For years, scientists have watched as warming ocean waters have been eating away at the glacier's underside. It is melting from below, becoming unstable, and its retreat is accelerating. Thwaites acts like a cork in a bottle, holding back a vast amount of inland ice. If it were to collapse completely, it would not do so alone. It would uncork the rest of the West Antarctic ice sheet, releasing a truly staggering volume of water into the world's oceans. The consequences of this single event are almost too large to contemplate. The collapse of Thwaites alone could raise global sea levels by over half a metre, but the cascading failure it would trigger could lead to a rise of several metres. For the hundreds of millions of people living in coastal cities around the world, from Miami to Mumbai, from Shanghai to London, this is an existential threat. The scientists monitoring Thwaites are not just observing a geological process, they are watching a slow-motion catastrophe unfold, knowing that its consequences will reshape the map of the world. All the questions we ask, all the discoveries we make, ultimately lead to one final, inescapable question. How does it all end? Cosmologists, the scientists who study the origin and fate of the universe, have peered deep into the future, and the picture they paint is one of ultimate, absolute finality. While there are several theories, the most widely accepted scenario is known as the heat death of the universe, a slow, inexorable fade into an eternal night. Billions of years from now, the great spectacle of the cosmos will begin to wind down. The fuel that powers the stars will be exhausted. One by one, they will flicker and die out, leaving behind only cold, dark remnants like black dwarfs and neutron stars. The galaxies themselves will drift further and further apart, propelled by the relentless expansion of space until the sky is utterly black. All light, all heat, all energy will have dissipated into a uniform, near absolute zero equilibrium. In this distant, cold future, there will be no movement, no change, no life. Even the black holes, the universe's last great behemoths, will eventually evaporate over unimaginable timescales through a process known as Hawking radiation. What will be left is a cold, dark and empty void, devoid of structure, warmth or thought. It is the ultimate end state, a universe that has simply run out of time. To know that all the beauty, complexity and wonder of existence is destined for this cold oblivion is perhaps the most profound and humbling fact a scientist can ever learn. The universe is emptier than we can imagine. Our defenses crumble, our waste invades us, and our coastlines melt away. Yet knowledge reveals both our power and our fragility. This moment of light and life is precious. Let's cherish it, keep asking questions, and never stop exploring.
Subscribe for more.